Hello there everybody. Inspired by the drawfee video, I'm trying to draw some Neopets from memory. I'm going to start with the first one, Acara. I drew a kind of very basic look of how I remember it to be. I chose Acara because it's the first in the alphabet and because I don't think I've ever really intentionally had one, just through like lab saps. And I think that might have been a bit of a problem because I just started being like, oh, what are the reasons I don't have it? What don't I like about it? So I only ended up remembering like its weird little feety hands and whatever those antennae on top of its head's meant to be. I don't particularly dislike those, I just don't really get them. I'm not really sure what they're meant to be just looking at them. And yeah, it ended up coming out quite odd looking. I gave it like fluffy fur and then spiky fur in other places. I don't know why it had a like round fluffy fur on its face. I just thought it did. You know that way where your brain is just so set on one path and then you find out it's not that way. You don't understand how. But yeah, I tried to keep as many details as I could, but I completely forgot they had ears as well as these feelery feels. Forgot that they're pretty much covered in like short sort of tufty fur. But I did get those freaky little hands right, and I did mostly get the face right. I think it's mostly just like not being in the same style that makes them look different here when it comes to... I'll show at the end. But yeah, the whole thing ended up coming out quite weird because I wanted to make it look like it was kind of jumping in the air. I'm not really sure what Acara is based on, and so I just kind of, again, this is somewhat inspired by the drawfee thing, went, it's dog-like, but instead I end up making a little Sasquatch creature with these little human-y feet and hands going on, because those are the features I remember most about them. But yeah, those bits aren't too inaccurate. I think I just maybe make them less cute. And yeah, so just kind of wanted to keep the simpler, so I just wanted to draw it jumping at a tennis ball and not have a background, but I feel like a lot of Neopets things need backgrounds. But yeah, that's my first attempt. So I brought the other one in to discuss what I thought didn't come out right, going to pause. So I would say I got the little hand and feet right, as you can see here. The face, I'd say it's most of the way there, just some miscoloured, so I gave myself a half point for that. Completely missed the ear, so 0 point. Weird little feeler dealer guys, 1 point for them. And because the tufts were there but weren't round, I gave 0.5 for that on myself. And no tail, I gave a tick 2 because that was one thing that I was like, I'm pretty sure they don't have tails, but I can't quite remember. So yeah, 4 out of 7. That's a minus. Like, I could do a lot worse, but also this is a hideous little beast, and I wanted to turn it into what it should be. Fix it into the true Acara. And I do think it ended up coming out a little bit better after this. Probably because, you know, I was paying attention to a design that was done by someone who's way better at designing than me when I'm just trying to remember a design. So I changed a lot of little bits over. I mostly just tried to reshape it a bit, but it still didn't come out quite how I wanted it to. And so it kind of just looks like it's creeping around when it's meant to look like it's jumping to get the ball. But, you know, I think it's still a very cute little guy in its own way. I just kind of get weird Gremlins vibes, you know, which I do like Mogwai and I do like Spike and all the other ones, you know, but I don't like Critters, which always kind of also has a Gremlins vibe, and I get that kind of vibe off this little weirdo. They make me kind of viscerally uncomfortable before I fixed up a little bit of what I could, but I still wouldn't say it's the world's best drawing of Acara, but that's because it had no reference. And yeah, gave it a little bit of shading. I changed all the colours to match the official colours, other than obviously the tennis ball, which doesn't have an official colour. I drew it's just a tennis ball, it's not meant to be like an item. I did quite struggle with making the eyes look right. I had to fix that up quite a few times throughout this process, but I think it came out pretty good in the end. I think it's really fun to do this kind of thing because, like I say, I know Neopets quite well, but I haven't had all of them as pets. Aisha is one that I've had as a pet before, and I think that's the next one. I say Aisha, I'm pretty sure it's Aisha, but I've always pronounced it Aisha, just adding an extra syllable for no reason. And I know that one a little bit better, so I think it was good to start with one that I was a little more clueless, that I mostly just knew from seeing on the site or looking at different colours for something to draw, or when I was drawing Neopet Squishmallows, you know. I haven't had a lot of personal experience with them. So considering, you know, I had to work with what wasn't the greatest art by me ever, and turn it into the right thing. I think this came out pretty cute, to be honest. I really did think it was awful to look at before. It was just, the file was called like Ugly Acara because I just thought it was ugly. And I think it's not as ugly now. So that's definitely improvement. You can't really, you know, polish a turd, for lack of a better term. But you can still try pretty hard. Anyway, let me know what you think of this one in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.